This is Newsbreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. Mayor Crystal Cook of St. George made headlines across New Brunswick last week when she took to social media to resign in an emotional Facebook post. Cook took a short leave last January to recover from a stroke, but sadly suffered from another stroke this fall. She was on a leave of absence to recuperate when she made the difficult decision to step down. Cook turned down requests for almost all interviews from the media, but agreed to an exclusive one-on-one with CHCO so she could tell her side of the story to the people of Charlotte County.
It was an emotional response. I just found out that council had a meeting without me, and that they had a special guest there. I won't say the name, but someone from the provincial government, and there's quite a bit of talk about me. And I feel like I should have been at the meeting. I think that everybody deserves to talk to the accusers. I have learned, since I had the stroke, I've been put through hell. The counselor, Sterling Harris, called UMNB the first time and questioned my competence. That was quite hurtful.
CHCO reached out to Acting Mayor Faith Avery for comment. Avery responded via text, quote, "We acknowledge the decision that Mayor Cook has made with her announcement on social media. The situation today is as it has been with myself in the role of acting mayor," end quote. Cook told us that she formally resigned with the town early Tuesday. She plans to stay involved in St. George as an active volunteer and says she isn't holding any grudges against her former colleagues. My full exclusive interview with Cook will air in an upcoming episode of Southwest Magazine. Fire destroyed the Locke Pub and Grill in Harvey early Friday morning. Fortunately, no one was in the building when it caught fire starting on the second floor. 40 firefighters from Harvey and neighboring communities attempted to put out the flames, but they ultimately engulfed the building. Village of Harvey Mayor Winston Gamblin is saddened by the loss of such an iconic community institution.
We're going to miss the pub terribly because it drew people here. It drew skidoers, four-wheelers, motorbikes. It was parked full in the summertime and the wintertime, and it certainly was a great asset to the village.
Gamblin is hopeful the lock will rebuild and reopen in the future. This past Sunday, renowned local pianist and organ player Doucette planned to take in her first Sunday service at her church, the Wesley United in St. Andrews, by sitting in the congregation instead of at her usual place at the organ, where she sat for the last 22 years. Doucette made the difficult decision to retire after realizing her vision was declining and she could no longer read sheet music. Instead of a regular Sunday service, however, Doucette was treated to a surprise musical tribute from choirs she's mentored over her musical career, including a reunited Voices of the Bay, a mass choir with members from all around the Passamaquoddy Bay.
Just that a lot of the people I worked with, it was a big learning experience for me working with them, and that I enjoyed them so much. And yeah, the choir at Wesley is very special, and all the people I've worked with have been special.
The annual Gingerbread Dream House competition, sponsored by the Leather House, took place in St. Andrews over the weekend. Decadent cookie creations were on display in businesses on Water Street and were voted on by the public. Nearly 100 ballots were cast to determine the winners in 4 different categories.
Really close race. So for the professional category, the Rossmount won. They did a replica of the Digigwash covered bridge, which was really great. The category adults and groups, Kaylee Dunfield and Chris Langell won. It was a beautiful gingerbread house. The family category was won by the Goodwin family, and they did a Harry Potter inspired gingerbread house. And then the children who won the children category were Sadie and Liam McGinn, who did a beautiful gingerbread house that was on display down at Mermaid Tales.
That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, follow us on Facebook at CHCO-TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV. New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.